The next one is going to be the same thing. When he starts to block the punches like this, it's going to create a gap, so sometimes I can bring my hand through. So I'm going to be throwing my punches. Of course, nobody's going to just keep the punches going. They're going to bring their hands up. So when I get to here, sometimes, like I said a while ago, keep tight to get precise, but sometimes we just do it wider because we know we just want to bring the hands up, all right? We already know if we were here, sometimes we could just dive right into the Americana and catch him here. What we're going to do next is we're going to dive inside his arm, right between the elbows, okay? So throw some punches, go right in between. Now I'm going to bring my elbow to the mat. So I use my palm, I slide, elbow to the mat. I bring his elbow across and I press like this, okay? I want to keep the bicep snug against his own neck. My hand's going to go right behind the neck and I keep everything tight here. Lots of pressure. For one, I could still strike him here. One, I can go here. Two, you know, we could do some small body shots. Not a lot of power, but they're annoying. What I need to do now is just like a while ago. Hold my bicep, and I'm gonna hold the top of his forehead as well, or my own head like this. I'm gonna do the first position, number one, the head and arm choke. From here, I squeeze forward, get to that tap. Number two position is from here, I get to here, I'm gonna bring my knees up, go on the opposite side, post, and now put the squeeze from here. And number three, I keep the same position, but now I start to walk away from him and I sprawl to finish the position again. So the head and arm from the mount, head and arm from the side, head and arm a little bit further out. You cause the reaction, that guy's gonna block, right? So you're here, swim one hand inside to the mat, elbow all the way down. Push the elbow across. See how I push the elbow across? All the way to the opposite side. Now, you see how he's holding his head? I'm going to try to bring the forearm across like this. Push it out of the way so it doesn't block. Bring the head up, hold the shoulder. Drive your own shoulder here. This is a lot of pressure. Sometimes people, it's enough pressure. Almost like the Von Flu choke when I do this. See? But what we're going to do now, we're going to hold our own bicep and hold his head. Number one choke is going to be here. Sometimes we hold our own head right here. Number two, I'm going to switch the position up, put my knee beside the hip, and I post here. Okay? And now, same thing. Head and arm choke. And then number three, I hold his head. Now I just bring my legs away from him. See how I start to sprawl away? This time, sometimes he hugs your waist like we did a while ago, like this, okay? And you're able to frame a little bit. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to start to move higher. Okay, so now I'm like his armpits are always flaring out, like his elbows onto my lap. Okay, so we already know this is MMA or a real street fight. You're always going to be trying to strike more than attack the submission. Okay, but tonight we want to work also the submissions as well. So what I need to do now is frame. So his head is off the mat like this. I need to frame so he breaks the grip. So I'm going to go here. Now I'm just going to push. See, create tension, and the more I press, the more uncomfortable it is going to break the grip behind me. So when I press and he opens the arms, now I know the grip is released, okay? The arm that was on the side where he's looking, I'm going to go here. See? I'll keep your arm there. The moment I feel, because you're going to feel that the grip's going to do like poof. It's going to break behind your back like this. So I just bring it across my lap and I go here. What's going to happen when I'm holding like this, he can't turn to his side on this side because I'm holding the elbow. So he's going to start to escape towards his right side. Like this, yes. See how he starts to turn here. So I have the overhook here, so this hand is always on the mat. Now all I'm going to do is bring my leg up and start to frame like this, see? I'm going to go one and keep cranking. Okay, that's going to be our first one. The second one, hold my back. I do the same thing, I go across and I frame to break. But now I can't necessarily break, it's just like earlier, he's trying to fight back. So what we're going to do instead, I'm going to go across like this. And now I'm going to swim around underneath. So I'm going to go fingers underneath the chin. Now I'm going to go to here, wiggle, wiggle. And now because he doesn't want to break, I'm going to bring myself to him. And I'm going to start to bridge from here. See that choke? Like this, not breaking like a while ago. So I'm going to bring this one across. See, like this. Start to wiggle underneath his chin. See? Now keep holding, keep holding. Yes. I'm going to bring myself to him now, post. And now, crank from here. Now he's hugging the back like this. So if I'm able to frame, see when I get to here, it breaks the grip. I overhook the arm like this. I hold on to him, right? I bring my leg up. When I bring the leg up, it frames the leg. So now he can only turn this way because he can't turn this way. He's gonna start to turn this way. That's when I go here. See, I step over. And now from here, if you want, you can go 2 arms. See, 1 or just here, okay? And the second one, when he hugs, I'm not able to break. See, like it can't necessarily break, it's too strong. So when I go over, say I bring my elbow, it's almost like you're gonna throw an elbow, but you're not allowed to hit 12 to 6 like this. So we're gonna just bring this around and limp arm. See how I just go around his neck and I find my thumb to guide underneath the chin. See, like this. It's almost like I curl so my hand can go right in front of my stomach. I don't stop like this. I go underneath the neck. So I'm really here, like my thumb goes to this side. Okay, one more time. From here, 1. I find neck. Once I'm here, if I release the post to go hand to hand guillotine like this, I'm gonna lose the position. So now we have to do a 1-arm guillotine. But in order to do this, if I go up like a conventional one, boop, I'm gonna lose the head because it's only on one side. So I have to go to him. So when he locks, I go 1, I can't break it. I go over, around, and I find the thumb underneath the chin. See, 1. Now I go to him, post the elbow down, adjust, and watch. Turn. Yes. Okay, one last time. He's holding here. You're framing. I can't necessarily break this one. I go across, 1, underneath. I find the thumb inside. Once it's adjusted, look, I'll turn this way, guys. You can see. Once it's adjusted, see, I go around. Thumb goes inside, underneath his chin. Now I keep the head in the armpit. Now because I'm only having one hand, if I bridge up, I'll lose the position. His head will come out. All right, so on one hand, what I need to do is keep everything constant. And instead of pulling up, I go to him. I bring my body weight on top, I adjust, and I turn, see? So he chokes himself up. It's like this. You can't breathe. Okay?